So you want to learn how to be a good police officer? Well, I'm going to use the limited knowledge that I have learned to teach you how to be the best that you can be. Now, if you want to be a good police officer, you probably want to do it to earn XP, but XP is used to buy things, so if you don't have any XP, you're not going to have much. You're going to be stuck with this. You're only going to have a taser, handcuffs, and a phone. And you're also going to have this basic car. If you have the electric pass, you'll have this car, but I'll just be using this car. So this is completely back to basics. This is what a completely new player will have. Now, your goal as a police officer is to actually stop criminals. Your goal is to arrest them, and if you bring them back, they will actually give you XP. Now, there is some little things that you need to learn. Like if you say you have your grill blues on, because this is actually how you control the lights on the police car. If you turn them on, we can turn all the lights on, we can change different things, and that guy is speeding. But if you just have the grill blues, the front blues, and the rear blues, you can actually go through red lights and through speed cameras without getting fined at all. So that's just a cheat code, just so you don't get fined any money. Now up here, this is where your communications tab will be. This will be where you see emergency calls when people rob things. Now currently, Oxford Response is a bit quiet right now. Somebody's just put their location near the flat, something might be going down there. Personally, I don't know where that is. So this is your communication center, and that guy just came speeding. So there's a call about he's kidnapping me to airfield, and then they gave the license plate, so I'm going to go over to the airfield and see what's happening. So that is where all your communications will be. It's the same for ambulance, and that will be when people die and need assistance, and then highway team, but that's completely useless because highway team has no use currently. And see, just here we got alarm trip to airfield. Now that means there's a robbery. Now currently in the game you need 500 XP I believe to actually get a weapon, so you only have the taser. That means you can only arrest them. So we're going to actually go over and head to the airfield, and there's already a police officer here, and that's the police officer. Now are they inside? We can't actually go inside. Oh yeah, they are inside, but for some reason we can't actually go in and arrest them, so we're going to have to actually wait for them to come out. Unfortunately, they can't actually stay in there forever because they will be kicked out. Now while we're waiting, let's actually talk about the law enforcement data service. Now this will show you every player that's on the criminal team, and if they're wanted, they'll have this little exclamation mark. If you click on them, it will tell you their car, their number plate, the car model, and you can actually see the offences. So this person has an illegal item possession. That means they either have a gun or a bat, or just anything that's illegal, and they can be arrested for it. Now I believe this is the person that was in there, and they have 12 robberies, and this is their plate, matches up here, so this is definitely them. So they're inside. So all you have to do is play the waiting game to arrest them. Now currently on the map, it doesn't actually say the road names, but I believe we might be getting road names on the map soon, which could be very useful. But currently we have no idea where the roads are. So it says Woodyton Lane, Jewelers, but you don't actually know where that is currently. But in the Oxford Response Discord, please someone put an image of all the road names. So we're just holding our taser out, just waiting for them to be kicked out of the robbery, because I know they're going to spawn right here. Now this police officer does have a gun, so I assume they're going to try and shoot them, but we're actually going to try and tase them and arrest them. See, we just got 10 XP for being on duty. You'll get 5 XP. And I'll arrest them, and now I have them. So that's a very quick motion. You have to very quickly tase them and then get your handcuffs out so you can arrest them. Now if you actually take them back to the station, you'll get 30 XP. However, if they actually leave the game between you taking them, which is very sad when they do that, it can be very annoying. If they leave in between you taking them to the police station, then you'll only get 15 XP. Now there is actually a blue icon over here. This actually shows you where the police station is and where you actually need to take them to. So we're just going to continue up this road. We have the suspect in the back. You can just put them in there with handcuffs, and we need to very quickly make our way, because the faster you get there, the more efficiently, the less likely it is for them to actually leave the game, and you can get more XP. So I get my handcuffs, I unload the detainee, and sometimes it does glitch out a bit, and then we can actually walk them inside the police station. So you go in the back, you turn right, and you go over here to where this exact symbol is. You go into the room, and then you actually press E to hand off, and I got 60 XP because I have the double XP game pass, but you would have got 30 XP, and if they left you would have only got 15. Just sad. So we've actually done our first arrest. Now preferably I don't have the siren on. There's really no point at the siren except for roleplay reasons. It's just alerting criminals to where you are, so there's no real point. So now that we don't actually have a robbery or any criminals to attend to, we can actually just patrol around the map, going back and forth, and because we have our lights on, we can go through this red light as we like. Now you can actually come down here to your law enforcement data service, and you can actually see the criminals. I believe they will always be at the top, sometimes they aren't. What's going on over here? So we can actually have a look at their license plate, and you can actually search by the license plate. So if we go FF59, we can actually see is this person right here, and we can see that they are not wanted. So they actually aren't criminal. There is only 2 criminals in this game. Oh no, there's only 1 criminal, and that is London Fan, and they are driving a Ford Locus, which is probably them. So we're just going to go down there and follow them. Now they have the number plate ending in HQG. Now the starter car isn't very fast, so you can't actually rely on chasing criminals. You can only really rely on actually being there at the robberies and getting it done. But as you get more XP, you'll actually get more cars. Now here we have a car that is crashed, and we can actually check the number plate. So that's OS25, and this is Turner, and he's in fact not wanted. Now currently no one in this server is wanted, so there's nothing really we can do. The game isn't at a high player count right now, maybe just because of the time. Now I'm just realizing I didn't actually show you the most obvious thing. To actually join the police team, you actually press these 3 lines, and if you click on teams, it should show these 4 teams, and you've got civilian, police, ambulance, and highways. So when you click on police, there's actually 4 teams that you can join. And so to actually get a weapon, it's actually been limited to 1000 XP. So if you don't have 1000 XP, you'll only be able to use a taser and handcuffs. But when you do get 1000 XP, you'll be able to join the authorized firearms team, which now if you go into the locker, there's a firearms section. So for 1000 XP, you can actually unlock the Glock 17. The Glock works how you'd imagine it, as 17 bullets, and you can shoot it and you can fire, and then you can actually shoot criminals. So that's what you get for 1000. Also in equipment, you now get a spike strip. So this spike strip, you can actually place it down wherever you want, but you only get 1, and if you want to get back, you can't place it down more. I'm trying to click, you can only get 1 in total, but if you want it back, you have to click remove all, and then you get it back, and then you get your 1 back here, and then you can just place it again, and then you can remove it, and then you have your spike strip back. Now I'm going to actually try and show you how to use a spike strip, but I'm going to actually have to join another server, and that is because this server went from being the most popular, but now it's not very popular. There's 4 police and there's actually 3 civilians. This person is requesting backup near Woodington Lane. If I go to the Oxford Discord and I go to pin messages, there is actually a map here. So Woodington Lane is the one that goes in between here. So if I know that something actually happened there, I can actually head over to that general direction. Oh yeah, this is what's going down. Okay, is that the guy? You can actually eject people with the handcuffs if they're in a car. And then, there we go, I've tased them, and I can actually arrest them. See, I just got a cheeky little arrest there. Those guys, I don't think they're very experienced, because they didn't know that if you have your handcuffs out and you go to someone that is in a car, you can actually press E to eject them. So you press E to eject them, you very quickly switch to your taser. Oh, see, I only got 30 for attempted arrest. That means they actually left the game. But you can very you can very quickly switch to your taser, tase them, and then very quickly switch back to your handcuffs where you actually arrest them. Anyway, I think that is it for this general overview of how to be a police officer. I'm going to also follow up in this chase, see what's going on. But if you did enjoy the video on how to actually be a police officer, then maybe like the video, maybe subscribe to my channel. I am trying to become the best content creator on Oxford Response, and I'll see you next time.